と備えるんだな。 Looking a little put out there, input. Interest you in a preem BD?
前に来たことがある。
Don't remember you.
正面から入ってないからな。
Huh, get a load of this one. Right. Rules are simple. Someone catches your eye, you do not grab them. You find them in the catalog, ask for a BD, and get yourself a box. No recording, no copping feels when the guards ain't looking. In you go.
Have fun, input.
Welcome to Lizzie's.
My, what a sweet little face you have. What? Sweet, for sure, okay? Yeah.
Please, grab one last drink.
Don't even start.
Long time no see.
Yeah, you know how it goes.
Try that new one?
Not yet.
There's that cream new place. We went there yesterday. Huh. Drawing a blank.
You fucked something up.
When was the last time I fucked anything up? Huh?
Seriously? How far back you want me to go?
Hey, another round over here, Stan.
So, what can a horny girl like you do for us? A little vanilla and sprinkles? Or candy? Wax? Maybe electrician? Zappies? Tumor implant?
You and your girlfriend wearing high heels, blindfolds.
No problem. Fine.
Rented. How much?
Relax. It'll go on your tab. I think I got just like that. This one's me. You'll see us everywhere. It's fun. So, see you on the other side, baby.
Na.
Get you something.
気になってたんだが、ここはリジーって人がオーナーの店なのか。
Not for a long while, no. And it's none too sweet a story.
よかったら聞かせてくれ。
Real Lizzie ran a strip joint out of this place back in the day. Lizzie's bar. Girls were paid right, insured, even had decent security. Good spot, all in all.
だが何かあったんだろ。
No, Tiger Claws took care of that. Tiger beat one of Lizzie's girls, real bad ones. No hesitation, Lizzie blasted the guy's balls off. Gang came back the next day. Liz was done.
だがクローズは結局この店をモックスに渡したんだろう。
Sort of. The Moxes had to make a deal with him. Luckily, they kept their heads, organized quick. Big boss now is Susie Q. But the sign stayed up, out of respect. And biz booms to this day.
エブリン・パーカーを探してる。ここに にいるか。
Who's asking?
リーダー、エブリンとデートの約束があってな。
Well, V, it's a pleasure. I'm Mateo.
どうも。で、エブリンは？
Club's big. We're gonna have to look around. Can't do it for you.
It's all right, Mateo. Just waiting for this one.
Evelyn Parker. I knew it was you as soon as you walked in.
ならなぜ声をかけなかった？
I wanted to get a good look at you first.
聞かせてくれ。なぜこんなところに呼んだんだ？正直、場違いに見えるんだが。
I'll take that as a compliment. Come on. Know a place we can talk where ears won't prick up to listen. We'll be in the lounge, Mateo. If anyone asks, we're not here.
Nothing's wrong. Really?
Why don't you just tell me the truth?
I just told you.
Dex had a load to say about you. Called you professional, effective, and trustworthy. I hope he wasn't overselling.
そもそもデクスの言葉なんて鼻から信じてないくせに。
You have trouble accepting compliments?
いや、お世辞を言うタイプには見えないだけだ。
Maybe Dex is beneath you. Have you known each other long?
彼と組み始めたのは最近だ。
I've heard there are two kinds of fixers. Those with stable crews on long contracts and short leashes. Loyalty and predictability they value above all else. Then there's the other kind. Dex's kind.
もう一方のタイプ？どういうことだ？
Headhunters. They lay their trust elsewhere, not in people, but in a thing. Their intuition. They bet on potential. And if they lose that bet, it's the last mistake they ever make. I'm hoping Dex's intuition has served him well in this case.
本題に入ろう。仕事の内容を教えてくれ。
Your target. I trust you know what it is.
レリック、通称魂の救済。目当てはそのテクノロジーだろう。相手はあの荒坂だ。つまり、相当危険な作戦になる。
Arasaka's poured billions into personality transfer technology. But me, I just want the data on this one. The chip is tucked away inside Konpeki Plaza, the hotel. You ever been?
荒坂のホテルチェーンだからな。高級感はあるがいまいちだ。やっぱコンペキといえば東京のだろ。
The two are identical to each other.
作りは一緒でも日本のスタッフとサービスは別格だ。シンガポール、パリ、ワシントン。他の場所なんて足元にも及ばない。
Well, it's hard to argue with that, true.
で、チップの正確な場所は
In a suite on the top floor. The room's occupied by Yorinobu Arasaka.
頼信荒坂がナイトシティに？なんだ、スクリームシートの記事はデマじゃなかったのか。
It's on the lips of everyone in the city. Saburo Arasaka's only surviving son, heir apparent to the Arasaka Empire, in town. Please.
150年もトップに座り続けた皇帝が今さらその座を譲るとは思えないが。
Only a handful of people in Night City know what the Arasaka's real plans are.
あんたはどうなんだ？ 頼信ほどの大物ならかなりの警備を敷いてるはずだ。ホテルは要塞化してるだろう。
Yorinobu keeps exactly no hustle around. Not one guard. Got rid of them a long time ago.
あ？なぜだ？
Surely you know what they say about Arasaka intel. Sneeze in Night City, and a blossom drops from a cherry tree in Tokyo. Yorinobu was convinced his Arasaka security detail reported directly to his father.
つまり標的は荒坂社じゃなく頼信一人ってことか。
Yorinobu is a puppet. He lost all his cards years ago when he failed to do Daddy's bidding. Saburo's had Yuri's balls in a vice for years. He might just turn the screw and crush them outright if he learns his son's up to no good again.
それでもまさかあの頼信が相手だとは。何か隠してる情報があるならもったいぶらずに教えてくれ。
Now this should make your prick perk up. Yorinobu recently swiped the chip from an Arasaka laboratory. He's made a deal with Netwatch. Aims to sell it to them. Have you spotted my ace yet, or do I need to spell things out?
頼信は見返りに何を得るんだ？
Unimportant. You focus on the biochip.
ネットの番人が差し出せるものといったら敵に関する情報とか。
That doesn't matter in the least. Because you'll make sure the transaction never happens, and I get the chip.
ネットウォッチは中立だからこそ成り立ってる。盗品に手を出して評判を傷つけるようなことをするわけがない。
Netwatch provides net security for all corporations, and collects eddies in the millions for it. But in this day and age, everyone's in the game, and no one can afford to be a saint. To win, one has to go all in.
頼信が密かに盗み出したならチップは荒坂に警備されてないってことか。で、どこに保管されてるんだ？
Likely in a specialized container. One that mimics an organic neural environment. On the outside, it looks like an ordinary briefcase.
ケースはどこに？
You'll see for yourself soon enough. Provided we're done gossiping about the Arasakas.
もう一つ教えてくれ。そのレリックってチップには何が入っているんだ？
Irrelevant, entirely.
頼信が荒坂から盗み出した上ネットウォッチに流そうとしてる品物だろ。その中身を関係ないで済ます気か？
Listen, V. The relic. That's my concern. Your concern? Earning a paycheck. Just get the job done. I'll make sure your bank accounts are sated.
頼信は確か東京で財政学とバイオテクノロジーを学んでるんだよな。
Saburo was grooming him to be his successor.
だが頼信は突如消えた。そして東京のノーマット集団鋼鉄の竜と共に荒坂に対するクーデターを画策したとか。
That flash of youthful rebellion ended like it usually does. Yorinobu returned to the fold, but the bitter taste remained. You know your stuff. But that's only one side of him. There's another. An intelligent man who has his own designs on the Corp.
頼信はレリックに全てをかけてるんだな。
Yes, because he's fallen for the biggest lie this town puts forward. That he can gain and retain control of anything.
もう十分だ。で、次は。
Now comes the best part. Follow me. Got something for you. Should help you plan. Brain dance from Konpeki Plaza.
BD が何の役に立つ？欲しいのは情報だ。スリルじゃない。
Think BDs are only good for fondling virtual tits? Jacking off to in those boxes? No. They can be a very useful tool. Good for analyzing details human perception, even boosted, doesn't grasp. Exactly what you need.
で、中身は？
Yorinobu's suite. The glorious interior. You'll need to locate the relic yourself. Hope I grabbed enough detail to make that possible.
ちょっと待て。あんたが記録したのか？
BD rec implant. Why, you object?
頼信の部屋が記録されてるってことは中に入ったんだな。面識があるのか？
How else could I get all this intel? I know him pretty well, actually. We have an arrangement. Strictly business. Suits us both, I think.
BD はすぐ見れるのか？
Judy'll help. She's a Mox, too. Besides, we go back, years. V, this is important. Judy's always been there for me. Always helped out. I trust her. But she's a Mox, not the latest member of your crew. Try not to forget. So, you'll be a good boy, tread lightly, and keep that tongue on a leash.
心配するな。その辺の分別はある。仕事でもプライベートでもな。
Hey, there you are.
This is V. He's here for that BD role. And V, this is Judy. Best brain dance editor I know.
Enough already. Gonna make me barf.
すごい機材だな。ブレインダンスの処理にこんなに必要なのか？
Analyzers, sensory sig amps, acoustic and emotive wave monitors, facial expression translators.
Judy.
All right. Compiled your BDF.
What do you think? Will it do?
Still pretty raw, but yeah, ought to do.
V needs to get deep inside. That's most important.
So, let's calibrate. Tune it to him. Believe me, I've dealt with worse. Should see the jig street porn we gotta contend with sometimes.
So we drop V inside. Let him look, let him rummage around, right?
How about it, V? Raw brain dance. Ever taken a dip before?
生物ってどういうことだ？既製品とどう違う？
Huh. Ready-mades, provided they're well made, should feed you feelings and impressions you'd never have the chance to experience yourself in real space. But it's mass market shit, so it's pre-crafted, hard-coded, fenced in, and manageable. A raw one? Well, it's more like a virtue enviro. Get to move around, look at things in detail. Editors use those layers to fish for juicier emotes and impulses, then use them to pad the BDs that go to market. Sit down, settle in, and we'll get you going. Gotta create your sensory profile first.
感覚プロフィールってなんだ？
A model of your perceptions and emotional responses. Need to adjust that so the raw BD won't overwhelm you. If I don't, best case scenario, you'll get nauseous as soon as you're in. Probably barf like you would in a shoddy virtue enviro.
なんだ、もったいぶるなよ。
Your synapses sizzle like locusts in a deep fryer. But we're not about to let that happen. Nuh-uh.
どうぞご自由に。でも痛いのは勘弁してくれ。
It won't. Not this time. Now sit still, look at me. Gonna run the analysis soft. Should feel a slight tingling.
わかった。
Okay, now let's set the optics and other sensory sigs. Look smack into these two screens. Pretend it's an eye exam.
毎回このめんどくさい調整をやんなきゃいけないのか？
Not necessarily, but it's worth the wait. Give me 2 more minutes and you'll see exactly what BD analysis is capable of. 1 more sec. Need to get the pain receptor limiters in. Okay. All set. You need to test your profile first. Tossing in a sample BD. You can use it to get to know the editor. Now let me see. Where could we...
Can't he just use my recording? Why are we wasting time?
So we don't risk our necks. Besides, won't take a sec. Got something here. Should be perfect.
中身は何だ？
Corner store hold up in Haywood. Real amateurs. Don't even know where I got it. Suits our needs perfectly though. You ready?
始めてくれ。
Let me give you the tailored version first. Let you get your bearings. Then we'll jump into editing mode. Be diving in 3, 2, 1.
Plan simple. Do nothing odd. Don't get creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out. And we sell the BD to those psycho freaks from the studio.
Got it.
And remember, everything on full blast. They'll spot us extra for a wicked adrenaline high. Okay, on you go.
Down! Everybody! On the ground! I want to see you kissing the flooring! Money! Now! Or I will fucking drop you! I swear to God! Whoa! Yeah! Hey! Now! Before I blow your fucking head off! Ah!
Slow, deep breaths. Your cortisol and adrenaline spiked, but the soft activated your hormone blockers. Nothing happened. You're alive and well.
すごく強烈だった。男の痛みやストレス、それにあれは希望か。いろいろと混じってる感じだった。
Probably took a booster just before. You'll be fine. Got everything set up? Let's switch over to editing mode. I'll sever the link to the BD Roller's sensory array. You'll be able to look around freely. Whole scene's yours. Full cam control in analysis mode, so move around, zoom in and out, whatever else you come up with. Think of it as your own little sandbox. So, analysis mode, you control playback. Can even pause when you feel the need. Then you use the editor console to unpause. Try it.
Plan simple. Do nothing odd. Don't get creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out. And we sell the BD to those psycho freaks from the studio.
Got it.
Dream as hell, right? Well, that's not all. You can speed things up or rewind, whatever you like. Give it a try. Rewind, roll it back to the top. All good, neat. Now try fast forwarding a bit.
Plan simple. Do nothing odd. Don't be creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out.
Okay. You can also reset the recording. That'll take you right back to the beginning. Try it. Now for some fun. This here's why you came in the first place. In analysis mode, you get to view and even scan details of the enviro recorded by the BD roller. Focus on the heat, the gun this gonk gets from his buddy at the beginning. Now scan it.
Plan simple. Do nothing odd. Don't get creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out. And we sell the BD to those psycho freaks from the studio.
Got it.
And remember, everything on full blast. They'll spot us extra for a wicked adrenaline high. Okay, on you go.
Okay, right here. Excellent. Let's move on. Now heads up. In analysis mode, you can ferret out background noise and conversations if the roller got close enough. This tech records everything, every little detail, even the sights and sounds the roller was never aware of. To see the sources of the recorded sensory signals, switch to the audio layer in the editor. Go ahead and try that now. Okay, good. Now you should see several sound signatures in the store. Choose one and hone in on it.
Okay, fuck! On you go, little shitheads! Go restock. I'll take the register. How about you suck a bag of dicks, eh?
So, any thoughts?
信じられない。本当にすぐ隣で起きてるみたいだ。
Yeah, it's how BD recording implants work. They pick up everything, all the elements in the background. Then an editor tweaks them, makes them pop. Keep playing with the sound, explore it a bit. We'll move on when you get bored. Sometimes you can analyze extra layers in the raw, stuff the roller's cyberware picked up.
というと
Ev's got Kuroshi optics that grab infrared, meaning you should be able to grab heat signatures from her recording.
なるほどな。
Now let's wait till the guy punches out the gong at the counter.
Down! Everybody! On the ground! Wanna see you kiss the secret? Down! Everybody! On the ground! Wanna see you kissing the flooring? Money!
Scanning works on peeps, too. Walk up to the wounded chick. Try scanning her. Alright, next thing. Scroll forward to the part where our artist gets a lead injection.
Now, or I will fucking drop you, I swear to God! Whoa! Yeah! Hey! Now! Before I blow your fucking head off!
See that? They shot him and he never saw it coming. But you will. Here it comes. My favorite part of the game. See the blinking thing over the entrance? Surveillance cam. Must have caught our shooter. You'll see in a sec. Cam feeds to the screen behind the clerk. Roll back to where the screen's in the kid's field of vision, then scan it. His own Chumba shot him. Probably planned to all along. Must have got a nice slice of cred on the black market for a BD like this. BD freaks are ready to pay a preem for a real flatline. Anyway, if you've seen enough, you can exit. Yeah, it's impressive, right? It's too bad most of the BDs we do here are only good for flogging the log. Anyway, you ready to do this? Look at your wreck?
いや、ちょっと休憩させてくれないか。まだあの瞬間の感覚がくそ消えないんだ。
V, there's no time. Get it together, please.
そうだな。よし、じゃあティーバグとリンクして始めよう。
Whoa, 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 who?
仲間のランナーだ。セキュリティ専門。分析に協力してもらう。別に構わないだろう。
Actually, it is a problem. Not what we agreed, Ev.
大丈夫だ。何も問題ない。
You don't quite grasp the risks I took by letting you in here. What I'm risking poking around with this stuff.
リスクがあるのはこっちも同じだ。それが仕事だろ。ティーバグを繋いでくれないなら俺は降りる。
Judy, please.
Fine. Call her. Let's get this over with.
Hey V, what's happening?
バグ、聞いてくれ。コンペキプラザの情報が手に入った。ブレインダンスだ。
Konpeki? Oh, thought as much.
Someone there with you?
それは関係ない。とにかくお前の力が必要なんだ。ダイブしたら何に注意すべきかアドバイスしてくれ。
Alright, see if I can walk you through it. Jacking into your tech now. You've got to give me access. Opening port 1779. Secure protocol? Good, I'm going in. Should be getting my request now.
来た。準備はいいか？
A millisec. Okay, connection confirmed. Now some quick tip ice and we're clear. Ready to dance.
ジュディ、始めてくれ。
Alright, V. Eyes open. Gotta find out where Yorinobu's keeping the relic.
You look like a cut of fuckable meat. Are you?
エブリンの彼女の恐怖を感じた。すぐに平静を取り戻したが。
Alarm firmware's fresh, but saw excited birds chirping on a BBS. Something about lots of seeds falling to this sieve. Let me generate keys. I can forge their SIGs. Shit, camera's packed with new tech. Motion sensors, heat sig activators, IFF.
お前ならハックできるだろう。
Mucho more than enough. Just need access to their subnet.
I said no.
They'll have my head for this.
Then you shall perish for a good cause.
But
Make yourself comfortable.
Hearing a drone. Ventilation and cooling? Servers. Gotta be. Fancy doodads in here need to be controlled.
I need a minute.
Listen in on that conversation, V. Could be something important.
I need a minute to finish.
The program is still in the trial phase. We cannot take it to market as is.
We shall see soon enough.
Please speak with your father. He's taken a particular interest in this project. He can certainly explain the risks.
My father's a tired, visionless old graybeard who thinks nothing will change, and he'll live forever in his tiny, frozen bubble.
I should not even be listening to such things.
You will listen to this. Saburo is an adult despot, utterly removed from reality. Stuck in some fossilized vision of a world that no longer exists. Of a world that may never have existed. We have not seen eye to eye for the past 20 years. I am quite sure we won't now.
Read the documentation carefully. The relic requires specific storage conditions. You must provide them.
Heard that? Relic docs gotta be around here somewhere. Look for them.
Sorry to make you wait. Business can be stupid.
It wasn't long. Not even long enough for me to grow bored. Is everything alright? You seem tense. Edgy.
A moment. It will pass.
I can get to work on that. Just one condition.
You wish to make demands of me.
Only one. Focus on me. Oh. Got any candy left?
Automated turrets. Latest scanner model. Systems all connected to the server.
無力化できそうか
Externally, no way. Gotta get in, check out how they link into the system first. Looks like all their security systems are linked to the hotel subnet. We need the flathead. No other way to shut down these systems.
自力じゃ無理なのか
Nope. At least I'm fresh out of ideas.
Stuff was pretty fun last time.
Bedroom. Nightstand.
I've got an idea. Be right back.
Very nice. But come here already.
Just a sec.
looking for the perfect thing.
Ah, you'll like this.
Loaded. Safety's on. Good to know, though. Once you're in there, don't forget about that iron. Manual details a special temp-controlled container. Relic needs to be kept real cool.
冷凍庫に入れとく必要があるってことか。
Yep, could damage it otherwise. Okay, switch on thermal layer detection in the editor. Should be easier to spot where Yorinobu's keeping the chip. Air conditioning, standard model for hotels of this caliber. Temp matches that stipulated in the docs, but no way the chip's hiding there. Too risky. Temp fluctuations, risk of damage. Oh, Donaghys. Looks like Mr. Arasaka had something to celebrate. Really think you'll find the chip in there? No way. Temp's too low. Could fluctuate. Nice try, though.
Oui.
Just a fancy-ass fridge. Tip doesn't match the guidelines. Won't find a thing here.
Ja, das wird aufhören.
Right. Grab the heat sig. Matches the spec in the docs.
頼信はここにケースを隠してるってことだな。
Mm-hmm. We got it. Good work. Looks like we got everything we need. Quit out of the editor.
Get everything you need?
ああ、これで十分だ。助かったよ、ジュディ。じゃあ、ティーバグ、また後で。
Nice work today. See you soon.
I'll wipe the cache on your data. You were never here. Keep it. I'll put it on Ev's tab. Portable device for handling BDs. I already uploaded your calibration settings. Not as sophisticated as what we got here, but should do the trick.
そしてあんたは危険な橋を渡らなくて済むってわけか。
Speaking of harm's way, know what I see looking at you? Walking, talking corpses.
落ち着け。きっと大丈夫だ。
If you fuck up and they come knocking on my door.
Judy, relax. That's not gonna happen.
Evelyn, please. No shortcuts. You go that route, City'll always win. So be careful.
Of course I will be. Besides, we'll talk in a bit.
いろいろとありがとう、ジュディ。それと心配するな。俺もプロだ。
V, one sec. Let's walk. Well, what do you think?
あんたがなぜ頼信に詳しいのか分かった気がする。
It's simple. Men like pillow talk a bit too much.
体だけの関係ってことか。
Biz. And biz only.
頼信は本当にあんたの動きに感づいてないんだな。
He's got no idea. Trust me. He's too busy with Netwatch to give me that kind of attention. Besides, even if some suspicion takes root in his mind, it shouldn't matter. He won't react in time. And that's something you'll handle, right?
心配じゃないのか。荒坂は頼信とつながりのある人間を片っ端から調べ上げるはずだ。
Oh, they'll have a long list then. Packed full of big names. Much bigger than mine. You tell me who they check first. Corpo hotshots and cutthroats? Or a little bedroom plaything like me?
頼信とチップの情報、紺碧の BD。風向きも良ければ計画も完璧。こんな仕事はそうそうあるもんじゃない。
Thanks. Now the punchline, please.
話ができすぎてる。何か裏があるんじゃないか。
Cold feet. Are you looking to get out of it?
あんたを信用していいのかわからない。抜け出せない泥沼に放り込まれるんじゃないかってな。
V, I have zero reasons to haze you. We're in this together. Really. Trust me that I got this.
この後はどうすればいいんだ？
V, do this job for me. I mean me alone. No splitting the payout with anyone else. No middlemen. No Dex.
フィクサーを裏切る気か？何か怪しいと思ってたが。
Dex is a middleman. And a useless one at this point.
エブリン、ナイトシティに鉄則があるとすれば、それはフィクサーを裏切らないことだ。
But if we're smart...
無駄だ。そんな過ちを犯したら、あんたの名は地に落ちる。この町じゃ生きていけなくなる。本当にやるつもりなのか？
Better ask yourself that question. Do you want to spend the rest of your days blasting scabs? Or become a legend overnight? Your choice.
もしこの話を受けたら、必ずどこかでしわ寄せが来る。
I know. Whatever you decide, it stays between us. I can offer 50%. Eddie's enough to do whatever the hell you like.
その前に死ぬことになる。デクスが裏切りを許すわけがない。
Dex isn't the only fixer in town. But my offer's the only one you'll ever get.
少し考えさせてくれ。
Mm-hmm. If you need me, call. I'll send you my number.
わかった。
Good luck. Now go. I need a few words with Judy. Now go. I need a few words with Judy.
How things looking, Mr. V?
エブリンの BD は見る価値があった。
Beautiful. T-Bug already called. Said she's working her magic. And the flathead?
今から取り掛かるところだ。
T-Bug says no chance of that ship without that bot. To work then, Mr. V.